the teaching that says up front, even before you have realized, unlike the other two direct approaches, inquiry and abidance, that don't give anything for known. Those two do not tell you what is what, just they are just capacitated enough for you to realize without previous knowledge. But in this case, the approach of truth transmission and identification with truth, which is what I'm expounding now, starts or departs from the actual exposition of truth up front. Of course, again, the immensity of living beings will not be ready for that, because they will need to go through all their conditions they have set up through beliefs. No, I don't believe that. What you say, that I am the divine, because Jesus is the Savior. Right? Or because that's blasphemy. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Or any other idea. So of course, you can listen, you can hear everything that is in the field of your experience, that you call the objective world, has only existence in your consciousness. You can hear that, but you will discard it if it's not your time. And you will go through the other teachings, other stages that are okay for you, because you have to go through that and discard. So, again, the truth, even when revealed up front, is discarded. It is rejected. Is refused. Most of times, it's hidden in plain sight still. But how this works, how this approach works. If you happen to be ready, just this communication of truth provides you the yoga the Raya Yoga, the Deva Yoga, however we want to call it, Siddha Yoga, Kingly Yoga. Raja means king. It's the royal yoga or majestic yoga. Because the self that has appeared before you as a guru, from yourself, you yourself appear outside of yourself as a guru, because you are not paying attention to yourself, so you have only a little of recognition, and with that little you make appear the guru outside in order to complete the recognition, in order to listen, in order to be told, so you can complete the recognition. That yoga is Raja Yoga or Kingly Yoga, because the self, which is yourself, that has appeared outside of yourself, to tell you that you are the divine, that you are the king. It's not that the teacher says, I am the king, you are my student. No, the teacher appears from you to tell you that you are the king. You have invoked the teacher, an outside teacher, which is yourself only, disguised, to tell you that you need to listen to hear. You are in need to hear that, so you have created, manifested that circumstance of a teacher that tells you that you are the source, you are the divine. That is self-empowering itself. You are empowered by your own self that appears outside as a guru, transmitting you the truth. As if you needed that resource. As if you needed to be told from the dream. But this transmission, which is the only and the ultimate transmission possible, which is a redundance that sends you back to yourself only, is missed, is overlooked, is refused by the mass that operate through belief and dualistic thinking. Here, the truth that you listen, you hear, is breaking that dualistic paradigm. Because it is saying explicitly, even conceptually saying, only you exist. You are all and alone. And everything happens within you. And you're the creator. And you're beyond the creator. You're the absolute that reposes formlessly beyond anything manifested, and as the essence and the reality of everything manifested. So you're given in words and in energy, in Shakti, in power, in blessing, in Satsang, in communion with truth, in Darshan, you are given the non-dual truth through all those means that are of the manifestation, of the dream, but cannot point anymore directly to the truth. That's the most that the manifestation can go in terms of pointing to truth. Beyond that, manifestation cannot point anything closer than the other two yogas I mentioned, which is just altogether dropping all conceptualization and resting in nature, resting in what is, resting in beingness, unqualified, resting in awareness, non-conceptual, or just facing the question without any preconceived answer, inquiry. There's no way in manifestation there is anything closer to realization, to truth, than that. And of course, I could say the purest of these three yogas, the purest would be Atmanishta, self-abidance. Because the very yoga is already the realization. There's no question, there's no answer, there's no concept, there is already the self resting in truth, resting on itself. But if that yoga is not natural, is not spontaneous, then it's still a practice, then it's still a means to the end of non-duality.